Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 28th through April 3rd. We're coming up on a new moon in Aries on April 1st. It's the new moon in the astrological new year. Fresh start, clean slate energy. We're going to see what messages are coming up for our Gemini friends. Again, this is for Gemini sun, moon, and rising. Let's get right on into it, my dears. The first card coming up here for Gemini is the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful, positive energy. The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, wish fulfillment, good things happening. So a lot of you are going to be manifesting in this new moon energy the things that your heart's been desiring, the things that you've been wanting. Now, Nine of Cups, some of you have heard me say this in the YouTube videos before. Nine of Cups comes up for me with a little bit of like a warning or a heads up. Because on one hand, Nine of Cups is you enjoying the fruits of your labor. Like you're happy, you're in your success. The other aspect of it is that people might be looking at us like kind of jealous or kind of like upset, or they feel entitled for us to give them a piece of our blessing. And so sometimes the Nine of Cups can come up to say, look, your wish is going to be fulfilled. You're going to get what you want. But it's important that you have your boundaries in place before it comes in so that nobody can take it away from you, either by making you feel guilty or pressuring you to hand it over. So it's a time for you to practice knowing that I deserve this. I worked for this. I deserve this. I can be generous, but I set the limits on that generosity, and I decide when I'm going to give and how much I'm going to give. And I deserve to have this. You know, people maybe will be negative or gossip or talk, but that's just coming from jealousy. And I'm not going to let them rain on my parade. So it's a time for you to practice being in that mindset before this blessing comes in. But Nine of Cups does let us know definitely blessing coming in, wish being fulfilled. It's a very happy, very positive energy. The next card coming up here for Gemini is the Five of Swords. Now, this also came up for Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio placement, or if you're dealing with a Scorpio currently, that could be a bit of a double whammy for some of you, or a message that's really being emphasized. The Five of Swords can be the burning of bridges. So as your wish is being fulfilled, as you're calling in the desires of your heart, you may be cutting ties with anyone or anything that's been blocking you until now, or anyone that's been making you feel unworthy. For some of you, this is a heads up, Gemini, that you need to be prepared, and you need to know that as you're setting these boundaries, there will be people who are cutting you off, or who are causing problems or disagreements, or kind of pushing you to where you're having to burn bridges with certain people. Five of Swords can also come up for me when you're dealing with someone who knows how to push your buttons, and they're pushing your buttons because they're trying to trigger you into doing the things that they want you to do. You can use this as a gift. This can be a beautiful opportunity for healing if, when you find yourself being triggered, if you're able to step away and write it out, journal it out. Go ahead and write down what happened, what was said, how did it make me feel about myself. As far back as I can remember, who is the first person who made me feel this way? Why do I think they did it? Like, what did they get out of it? Why do I think that they're treating me this way or saying these things to me? What are they getting out of that? Then you're going to write out a forgiveness and a release to the people involved. The person who is triggering you in present day, the person who came up in your memory about the past. Write out a forgiveness and a release. Then write out a forgiveness and release for yourself. Anything you're judging yourself for or blaming yourself for, or anything that you're embarrassed about, release it, forgive it. And then write out how you're choosing to feel about yourself and about the situation from now on moving forward. If you do that, guess what? Congratulations. You have deactivated that trigger. This person can look and look and look and push and push and push, and nothing happens because you've deactivated that trigger. It no longer works. They're not going to be able to get at you. So in this way, it can be a beautiful gift to have this kind of scenario or situation. But definitely a sense of burning bridges and cutting out of your life anybody who's not happy for you, or anybody who is, drilling holes in your boat, so to speak. The next card that's coming up here for Gemini is the Two of Swords. So Gemini, you need to be cautious here, okay? Two of Swords can sometimes indicate that we are being kept from the truth, or the truth is being kept from us. We're not being told the whole truth of a situation or of a scenario. Two of Swords can also come up when we're at a bit of an impasse. We're wanting different things from than somebody else, but neither person wants to budge. Now this is important because for me in my readings, Two of Swords comes up like a bit of a warning. Like, look, we're giving you messages, we're giving you signs, the writing is on the wall, so to speak, but you're not taking steps, you're not taking action because you're holding on to fear. However, if you keep holding on to this fear, there's going to be a tower moment. Your angels and guides are being patient. They're waiting for you to get out of the fear. But at some point, if you don't take action, if you don't take steps forward, there will be some kind of a tower moment to release you from the thing that is holding you back or slowing you down or eating up your time, or the people who are bad for you, the people who are taking advantage of in some way. So if you don't burn this bridge, there will be some kind of tower moment eventually, and these people and situations are going to be removed from your life. Therefore, maybe don't wait around for it, unless you want to, right? But for some people, they don't like those tower moments, because they feel very sudden or unpredictable. And I've seen in the comments, some of you are like, I love those tower moments. So it's up to you. But know and understand that if you try to be overly merciful in this situation, these people are meant to go. There will be some kind of a tower moment. You're being shown the truth. For some of you, you've been having somebody lying to you, and Spirit is revealing this person to you and showing you the truth so that you can move on and you can move forward. That little crescent moon is really jumping out at me. So this tells me this new moon cycle is going to be really significant for a lot of you, Gemini. Even if you're not typically sensitive to moon energy, you may be sensitive to this moon energy. You may be feeling your emotions coming to the surface. You may be feeling very tired or like needing a lot of naps. You may be having a significant release, or maybe some of you might be having the opposite. You might be having bursts of energy for some of you. But you're really feeling this new moon vibe for the Geminis. The next card coming up here is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card of financial independence. It's a very positive card. It's a card that comes up when we are succeeding and we're making progress. It's a self-employment card. Some of you may be burning bridges with your employer, and then you're having to try to focus on self-employment. I would say, if at all possible, don't let it get to that extreme. If you've got to do job hunting and find another steady job while you work on self-employment and business, that might be a better way to go about it versus burning your bridges, making it very difficult to find a new job and then not have a job and be trying to start up some business or some company. That could be very stressful if you did it that way. But the Nine of Pentacles lets us know that you're coming into a time of success, into a time of abundance. It's also a card that can come up to say that in the past, you maybe have had failures or haven't succeeded because anxiety was getting the best of you. And so with the Nine of Pentacles, now you're getting a hold of this anxiety. You're getting in charge of this anxiety, and you're able to calm it and to soothe yourself so that you can focus on the work when work needs to be done. And then in your free time, you can sit and process why these feelings or worries or concerns are coming up, and you can keep your anxiety under control. So there could be a sense here of picking something up again that when the anxiety got the best of you, it fell apart or it fell by the wayside. So some of you may be taking more commitments into your career again, or picking up a business or picking up a creative project that kind of fell by the wayside. But there could be a sense here of like trying it again, and this time it's going to be successful. What's interesting to me is your reading is starting with a 9 and ending with a 9. So 9 is being emphasized here. And so this lets us know that this is a situation which there are going to be a lot of spiritual lessons coming in for you. There's going to be a lot of learning. There's going to be a lot of growth. There's going to be a lot of ascension here with these cards that are coming in. 9 of Pentacles can also indicate that some of you are finding yourself feeling or sensing as though you are being watched or studied in some kind of way. It could be a work situation where you feel like you're getting a lot of attention, but nobody's stepping up to you, nobody's telling you anything, but you can tell you're like on the radar of the higher ups. Or it could be in terms of a romantic connection where you feel chemistry with a person, but they're not taking a step towards you, but you kind of feel or sense like they're looking at you and you're like, what's their holdup? Why aren't they stepping up? 9 of Pentacles can be that we're being observed and we're being watched because someone is seeing our potential and they're very blown away by it. They see us as very special, but they also want to make sure that we are who we seem to be. So it's kind of like, who are you when I'm not looking kind of mentality. So don't be surprised if you do feel like you're getting attention, but offers aren't coming in just yet. They're just kind of trying to figure you out and like figure out, are you too good to be true, Gemini? And I feel those of you who have been dealing with a person who has been triggering you, who has been putting you down, who has been making you feel unworthy, I feel like this 9 of Pentacles moment is the moment they've been fearing. Right? They've been trying to hold you under their thumb or keeping you down so that you don't aim for bigger, you don't aim for better. But it's not going to work. They're not going to be able to hold you down. So the very thing they were trying to prevent you from achieving, you're going to achieve. They tried to stop you, but they can't. That's the feeling and the vibe I'm getting here, Gemini. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign may resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I also have the daily messages that I've been posting for everybody. So some people have been finding that very helpful. Maybe you want to check out the daily messages as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. Take care, Gemini. Be well, my dears.